Hi guys, hello.
Great cloud confirmed! Time to shine! Everybody stand back!
Retribution!
Skyward! Teamwork is dreamwork! Inconsequential! Make way for the attack!
Ready, kids?
Hello guys, hello.
Skyward! Great cloud confirmed! Stay close! Let the world Make way for the attack! Teamwork is dreamwork! Shower you with praise!
Retribution! There can be no...
Skyward! Insolence shall be punished.
Shouldn't get careless.
Where are you?
Through blood.
This is Her Majesty's gift. Out of my way, Ninja. Make yourselves at home. Fuck off. Please hold for just a moment. How will you consider me? Forgive me. Get it on.
Savor the show in peace.
Into the wind.
Let my magic
Please
begin.
remain seated.
How can you consider me the wind knows?
Having fun? Come on. The banquet is nearing its end. Captain, the banquet I have.
Let's go. First floor cleared.
Make way for the attack. Teamwork is great. Everybody stand back! Skyward! Seize the stars!
What's up, guys?
Pay your dues.
Adorn my... Temple here! The Temple of Wisdom! Let's get it on!
Your journey ends. Target back.
Embrace the stars!
Is ready.
Wind and cloud!
Where do you think you're going?
Anyone hold hands? Sharing my knowledge! Buckle up!
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
Behold the abyss.
Let's get it on!
Hear the truth.
I see everything!
The gift of grace. Let the mighty be humble. The gift of grace be with you. By holy proclamation, shine. Here shall set you free. The power in the name of the truth. Grace be upon you. Peace and hope find you. Hear ye the words which shall set set you free. The truth shall set you free.
Make way for the attack. Let's light it up. Great cloud confirmed.
Retribution! Equal dues.
One with wind and cloud.
I see everything.
Your journey ends.
Target pressure. Raise the storm! Birds call.
Hey,
Where do you think yours are?
full of wisdom. Look alive.
No.
Might be humble.
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
The abyss has come.
I see everything.
Hear the truth of grace. Hear the peace with you. Peace be with grace. The gift of grace. Peace be with you. Name of the truth.
Your mom.
The truth shall set you free of revelation. Grace be upon you, shall set you free. Peace and hope find you, the words of joy. Grace be upon you, and hope find you. The power and hope find revelation. The truth shall set you free, shall endure.
Last floor to go. Let's go with this.
Frozen frostbite. You're not going anywhere. Freshness in the sun, or a flash through the shield.
Seize the stars.
You are not welcome here. The fairy.
Make way for the time to shine. Teamwork is great.
Retribution!
Last chamber.
This may turn a little.
The unholy dross! Fight for your salvation! Be still and know!
I see everything.
Let's get it on!
One with nature.
Sin must pay! One more sin upon your soul! Righteous retribution! Of your sins! The unholy dross! Fight your salvation!
Make yourself a room. Commit it to memory.
No! One more sin upon your soul. Settle down. Has barely begun.
This may turn a little.
So many regrets.
Naruhodo. 2-star, bro. 7 and 8-star it is. Very sad. Is sound clear আছে কি? Like proper crisp. তোর আওয়াজ আসছে না? What আমার আওয়াজ আসছে না? কি বলছিস? এবার আসছে? Hello. Like খুব আসছে? এখনো? এবার বল। এবার ঠিক আছে না বেশি হয়ে গেছে? সেম? হোয়াট? দেখ ফুল করে দিয়েছি ভলিউম, এর থেকে বেশি হতে পারে না আই গেস। এটাও ধরে hello hello
The secrets of the mechanical arts
Mic
are too
check.
profound to convey in a few simple words.
আসছে তো সাউন্ড
Why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
আসছে তো সাউন্ড আমি জানি না এর থেকে বেশি তো করতে পারবো না রাইট ইনপুট কি করে বাড়াবো বল ফুল করে দিয়েছি দেখ এবার ডিসকর্ড থেকে বেরোলাম তাও সেম আসছে what this who else is there बाकी कोई बताओ कोई सबको ठीक आ रहा है क्या যাই হোক শোনা যাচ্ছে ওকে ফাইন we do bedtime stories but তার আগে বল what to do about this what to do about last star bro 2 star হয়ে পড়ে আছে my name is Walter Hart My content has reached the wrong audience, I guess. But all audiences are welcome because there is very scarcity of audience here. Value? No value. What value? We play Genshin, bro. Best game. Value is Maya. Cold case commission. Let's go. We go to Sumeru, I see. Why are you only jumping? আমি ভালো আছি তুই কেমন আছো? আমি তো ভালো আছি ভাই। I mean ঠিকঠাক আছি, not ভালো। তুই ভালো, not जेनेसिस ऑर्डर स्ट्रीम कर ले होएगा तो करियर शुरू होने के पहले ही खत्म हो जाएगा।
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
अच्छा, I've never heard this
The
classification
Adventurers
before.
Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably all it asks
Okay.
us to do is to find a missing person.
Okay, missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
Is the missing person Dainslief?
It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all
By the way,
ended
in-game
failure,
sound ठीक है रे?
despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers.
Like in-game sound, like Katrina voice ठीक है ना increase करो बेटा वो.
With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission
हमार
to the
तो कम
adventurer
लग
with the
जाए.
highest.
Well, that's us
Dim,
for
हाँ
sure.
common आ जाएगा increase करो.
If it proves to be beyond your
अरे यार
capability,
कौन तो
Okay, so
बाकी
who are we looking for? And what
this commission
Okay.
was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara
Vimara
Village.
village they say one of
Say
the
one of
villages
the-
is
but the
gone
problem
missing.
is,
The problem
they don't
is
know the missing
blah blah
person's
blah.
they're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Wow, very stupid.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete
Comma
this
সেরে in-game
mission,
sound.
maybe
দাঁড়া
this
ঠিক করে দিচ্ছি
missing-
এটা কথা
Unlikely.
কনভারসেশনটা শেষ হয়ে যাক
Several villagers
in-game
came by
কমানো
to
আছে
issue the commission. Besides, putting up a commission requires
True,
a
that
process
would-
in any case. It would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more.
All right then, let's go.
Yes.
I'm on start.
Let's do bedtime stories guys बड़ी
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Bullets
Is this
তখন
level okay?
পাইমনের voice
Can
ঠিক
you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you...
কমা একটু হালকা কমাবো পাইমনের ভয়েস কমাও পাইমনের অ্যানোয়িং বেশি
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
এটা ঠিক আছে
Is
রে
this level...
আমি এখান থেকে হালকা কমিয়ে দিচ্ছি অডিও ক্যাপচার ওকে Vimara village we need to go. Where is Vimara village? Here. 6 rock, 5 okay. Sexy तो रख ला Sexy तो है dialogue volume.
We made it to Vimara Village!
Yes.
Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Behram.
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out
By
to
the
be,
way,
we're gonna need to
Abunandana
carry out a very detailed investigation.
Yeah. সেটা বলছিলাম বেসিক্যালি যারা ক্যান্সারের ব্যাপারে জানিস না যেমন আবুল হয়ে গেল ফর এক্সাম্পল এই রিজনটা স্পেসিফিক্যালি ইন্ডিয়া বেসড সো a lot of Indian based name देखो मतलब behram का पहाड़
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara village.
ताई विमारा विलेज इटो हल्का इंडियन नेम तो नाम वाले एनपीसी के इंट्रोड्यूस कर नो रौनक्स आर नॉट टू बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन दिस गेम
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
Dominator. Bro, no racism in my chat, okay? Appreciate every country, no matter how bad they are.
To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Bro
I
is
couldn't tell you.
Dainslief,
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything else you can
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of... We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know.
All right, specifics aside then, what...
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. Oh, I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays.
Whole
So
village is
genuine
fond
and
of
pure.
him, but no one knows his
To think
name.
that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling him?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying
No
goodbye.
one knows his type.
And anyway, moving away without being seen
But
by a
doesn't know
single
his name.
person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Bro was the most helpful NPC to ever exist. Talk to Amadea. Who is Amadea?
It's that guests I hear.
Damn. কোন কার ব্যাপারে কথা হচ্ছে এটা কোন একটা মিসিং স্ট্রেঞ্জার ভিলেজে যে ভিলেজে কোন একটা ভিলেজার ছিল যে মিসিং চলে গেছে তাকে সবাই ভিলেজে চিনতো বাট নো ওয়ান নোজ হিজ নেম সো বেসিক্যালি কমিশন অ্যাসাইন করা হয়েছে ওকে খোঁজার জন্য ওপেন কমিশন তো একে কমিশনটা দেওয়া হয়েছে ইয়েস So আমরা বেসিক্যালি ডিটেকটিভের রোল প্লে আউট করছি সস্তা ডিটেকটিভ বেসিক্যালি
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Fairy detective bro.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Paimon is not fairy bro. Paimon is the villain, hidden villain, ঠিক আছে 80% chances আছে she will stab at our back future.
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can.
Yes. Like random YouTube rumors basically.
With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me
Very
feeling
awesome.
quite empty.
True.
I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly, and whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't
Bro has
come.
dementia.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Second most helpful person in the game.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
I think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name, and nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
Bro, Irminsul reference. I guess Anubhav and all bujhbi na, reserve bus reference tha bujhta.
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened to Greater Lord Rukadevta, like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Basically, Genshin একটা tree আছে যেখানে সবার memories captured থাকে, like all historic memories. তো ওখানে তুই যদি কিছু চেঞ্জেস করিস তো নর্মাল হিউম্যানিটির সবাইয়ের মেমোরিটা অল্টার করতে পারিস.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot.
I'm not sure this counts.
Place. Sure. Go to the place indicated. Where this place?
Skyward! Scatter!
Fast moving characters.
Who's our target this time?
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories.
Hi, Bhagwan. AOT এর মতন লামাও কিং ফ্রেডস যেমন করেছিল এলিয়েন্সকে, ইয়েস একটু সিমিলার, বাট এখানে কনসেপ্টটা হলো ওটা হিউম্যান পাওয়ার না, একটা ওয়ার্ল্ডে একটা ট্রি আছে, সেন্ট্রালাইজ ট্রি, যেখানে তুই চেঞ্জেসটা করবি, বুঝতে পারবি? Why Desi music? Yes, বললাম না ইন্ডিয়ান বেস, তো ইন্ডিয়ান থিমড মিউজিক.
We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
L game blah blah. अच्छा.
I was surrounded by such
Better
good
than
people, and
Valorant.
growing up in the village was so lively.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with.
I think I get.
Really? You know exactly how I
became
feel?
very happy. I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. Basically, যে আমাদের main character, her sister also evolved আছে but separated.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say no matter what came my way, I knew I could always. He was so thoughtful and pure.
Yes.
And patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if ever since he disappeared, there's been so much. No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. You two, did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and
Still not much to go.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I was. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. What? Based on what we have learned, it's just another missing person's case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling the whole mystery.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Does it? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick,
Fighting time, guys.
shower me with that!
Gotcha.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we would be asking now is, what is Abyss Order doing around?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vamara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow.
Maybe the Abyss. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vamara village just in case. If the Abyss. Wait a second. The person.
That person is Dainslief.
It's Dainslief!
Damn. Sheesh.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, A friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and...
Yep, see you later, Atos.
Let's go, guys. Dainslief is here.
Why do you always have to
Photo,
pop up out of nowhere like that?
Volvo.
Is it your life's
Exciting
mission to jump
event.
scare us or something?
Once in 2 years আসে event. Is it your life's mission in life to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Who is Dainslief? Very long lore. Basically, একটা mysterious person যে ওই অ্যাবিস অর্ডারের এগেইনস্টে ফাইট করছে অ্যাকর্ডিং টু হিম অ্যাকচুয়ালি কি মাইন্ডে আছে কেউ জানি না এজ লর্ড ইয়েস এগ্রি ক্যারেক্টার দ্যাট উইল বি রিলিজড আফটার probably after 4 years. Oof.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We are also on their tail, but I will admit we ran into them on accident. আচ্ছা বাইরে একটু আগে বলছিলাম আবুল রাইট এই মেইন ক্যারেক্টারের একটা বোন আছে যার থেকে ও সেপারেটেড সো সে যখন জার্নি করেছিল পুরো ওয়ার্ল্ডে লাইক ফ্রম দিস নেশন টু দ্যাট নেশন তখন ডেন্সলিফ ওর ট্রাভেলিং পার্টনার ছিল তারপর কোনো মিসআন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং হয় কোনো ওয়ার্ল্ডে একটা বড় ওয়ার হয় অ্যান্ড অল সো দে ব্রেক আপ তারপর ওর বোনটা ওই অ্যাবেস অর্ডারের লিডার হয়ে গেছে বা সর্ট অফ হেল্প করছে অ্যাবেস অর্ডারকে আর এই অ্যাবেস অর্ডারের এগেনস্টে ফাইট করছে এটা অ্যাকর্ডিং টু হেম এই বলেছে জানিস আমি একটু আগে থাম্বনেল করছিলাম স্ট্রিমের জন্য তো ডেনস্লিপ সার্চ করলাম গুগলে ঠিক আছে একটা সিন আছে এটা লাইক গুগল ইমেজেস একটা ইমেজ পাই ডেনস্লিপ অ্যান্ড লুমি ফ্লাওয়ার বেডের ওপর শুয়ে আছে একসাথে
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect...
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Acha, biggest lie ever.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Return to Vimara village to gather intel based on what you have learned. The questions village even if it is blah blah.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection, it appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory.
Yes.
The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Big load drop coming. Very big load drop.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Sheesh. I want to have faith in a manner of speaking, yeah. What to choose, guys? Let's trust.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Dainslief हो कि villain type ना Dainslief mysterious character বলছি তো গেমে কেউ villain না এখানে ঠিক আছে ফার্স্ট অফ অল লাইক সবার নিজের নিজের পারপাস আছে সবার আইডিওলজিক্যালি সবাই ডিফারেন্ট
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
I see. Sinner belongs to Kandria.
His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary.
The Visionary. Wait. Hey, Rishabh. তোর ওই নারভেল वाली যে একটা অ্যাবেস থেকে একটা মেয়ে ছিল আই মিন চাইল্ডের যে মাস্টার সে কি এর নাম বলেছিল লাইক চাইল্ডের মাস্টার কি এটা ভেডারফোল্নির হ্যাঁ স্কার্কের মাস্টার কি এটা দ্য ভিশনারি লেটস ডু প্যারালেল গুগলিং স্ক্রিন দেখতে পাচ্ছিস I guess দেখতে পাবি Who is Kirk's master? No. Surtalogi, different. এই ছেলে নিজেকেই ডক্স করে দেবে What is docs?
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Damn. It's a self-scam. Bro, big lore. Sinner था basically Dainslief's older brother.
Your brother?
What happened between two of you? What really happened in Kandria back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kandria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedderfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Surtalogi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Rhindaughter জানি Rhindaughter basically Albedoর creator ওর সেন ছিল যে ও আর্টিফিশিয়াল হিউম্যানস ক্রিয়েট করতো এক্সপেরিমেন্টস করে সো বেসিক্যালি ও নিজে লাইফ ক্রিয়েট করেছিল which is obviously a sin বাকি এর কোনো আইডিয়া নেই সার্টালজি ওই তো স্কার্কের মাস্টার দ্য ফাউল এই দুটোর ইন্ট্রোডাকশন আছে বাকিদের কোনো ইন্ট্রোডাকশন এখনো নেই গেম
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Zoom in all over.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Surtalogi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in the ruins of Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedderfolnir's doing as well. What reference is this? The stone slates we found in ruins of Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy. Acha, flood wala prophecy.
They were once people of great esteem in Kandria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. Six of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Keep six of us together, we should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. A Malta আসে আর major story progress করে দিয়েছে। Yes. Vinster King basically the evil king of country. ঠিক আছে। যার basically a guard ছিল। I'm continuing to rock the foundation of it.
Yet, deep within, the five of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Yes. Sheesh.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Okay, এবার বোঝা যাচ্ছে বেসিক্যালি খানরিয়ার সাথে এরা স্কার্কের মাস্টার এন্ড অল কি করে কানেক্টেড।
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
এটাও মেজর লোড ড্রপ যে কেউ অ্যাটাক হয়েছিল এরা কেউ ফাইট করে না। The most powerful people in Kandria didn't defend it. And then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
এটা ফার্স্ট Dainslief quest. এটা মনস্টার ডে হয়েছিল মনে আছে?
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Yes.
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
তোরা কিছু টাইপ করছিস কি? আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না চ্যাট। Guys, my fellow viewers. No, acha. The eye was integral part to their plan, yet somehow despite
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The game loadটা মারাত্মক ইন্টারেস্টিং, ঠিক আছে? Extremely interesting load. বাট এত মিস্টিরিয়াস এরা 2 সালে একটা করে লোড ড্রপ করে এরকম একটা করে ডেনস্লিপ 2 সালে একবার আসে ঠিক আছে একবার এসে আমাদেরকে আরো বেশি কনফিউশনে ছেড়ে দিয়ে চলে যায়
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
2 साल ना 1 year per version আসে 10 years এই না বে তো সার্চ কর ফন্টেন কবে এসছে লাস্ট মোর দেন 12 years হয় রে তো 8টা করে প্যাচ হয় এভরি প্যাচ 40 days 40 into 8 কর 2 years আমি তো বেশি বলে দিয়েছি দাদা 2 years না 1 years কিছু হয় $360 $320 अच्छा basically 11 months around math isn't mathing अच्छा 11 months around ठीक है 11 months से एक बार ऐसा 365 days. Bro left to get milk. Achha. Achha. Ron, you able to observe this? Yeah.
My recent investigation has shown that abyss order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
One of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, loom after missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere else. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do.
This is such a great
Lag
place
is
for a
weird.
vacation. Let me just
I
take
guess not 30 FPS of game tools, yes. The worst thing about the game is Paimon's voice. Yes. Very agreeable topic.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Japanese है खेल वो पुडन पड़ता है सब more annoying.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, a young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Basically, Irminsul effect to it. You know, Dainslief is also part of this world, right? So Dainslief memories are altered. Anime watchers, sabai ekhane.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much.
No, it wasn't a dream. There And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
What exactly did you do?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
The fuck? The fuck? I did.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to
What? No.
implant memories into the minds of others.
अबे चुप करेगा डैनियल तू. It's okay, it's okay.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
So basically it's a change in elemental.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
We are digging up the grave after 3 years. What if someone follows us, but if we go straight there, someone is on our tail? Aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility, it seems like he might already have a plan.
Of course.
What? Dainslief loser. Nobody likes Dainslief, he had no friends. He used to play Genshin all day, I punched him in the left eye and now he wears an eye patch for him. Good job, bro. Also punch Paimon. Aether and Dainslief are in a relationship. कहाँ देख किया है बंदा? सब कुछ चैज़म में ही वापस आता है. डेलोकेस डेंसलीफ स्लाइड. अच्छा.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Something's gonna happen.
Hey, wait up!
Dainslief X, Diluc X, Aether X, Rona, 144. Teleport area is unlocked. What? Then brings you to where he hit the eye before. As you continue onward, answers will soon be revealed. Blah blah blah. Electro and Pyro. Ronak NPC वाला. अच्छा. Danny short of Dainslief. Ronak Genshin's biggest bug. No. So basically, Danny hit himself. Impossible. Guys, don't fight, please. Okay. Keep the chat friendly.
Stay close and you will live. Gonna be epic.
रौनक stands like fury now. अब की बार 400 पार. एक मिनट. Relax, relax.
Illusion shattered. Busted. There is no escape. Gotcha.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
वो बैठने वेल मोदी जी के आगे तो कुछ बोल सकता है क्या ये मोदी वो बैठने जाएगा पार्लियामेंट में उसका नीचे से सीट खींच लेंगे डार्क फैंटेसी
Shine down. Game's up. Fun's over. Now you shall perish.
क्या सब এই বাইরের নো দেখ অবল দেখতে রাইডেন শোদের মানে ফিমেল ক্যারেক্টারটা ইউজ করছিল মানে প্রত্যেকটা শর্ট বের করবো আলটে নেক্সট টাইম নোটিস করে শুরু দেখিস what this spotlight
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
दोनों का कॉन्टेक्स्ट में मोडी का नंबर में 5 हार्ट लोगो है. दोनों का नंबर को हम डाल देंगे कमटा गाई सेंटर. ल्यूरी लोवेंथॉल वीए ना कि डेंसली. क्या कर रहे हैं? मतलब हो इस मूवी को लोवेंथॉल. यहाँ पे क्या था? What this?
Take it easy.
गेंशिन कभी कभी इतना स्कैरी एम्बियंस क्रिएट करता है. तुम नोटिस किया है? तुम जगह को देखो और अपर वर्ल्ड नॉर्मल गेंशिन देखो.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Quiet now. Illusion shattered!
Everybody stand back!
Things are about to get dicey. Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Strike a pose!
Busted! Shine down! Remove all obstacles.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
हाय भगवान, तुम पगला है डैनियल. हम अभी नोटिस कर रहे हैं. कुछ भी बकता है. काजी और तुम में क्या डिफरेंस रह गया फिर? अगर रैंडमली कुछ भी बक देगा तो पागल है तुम लोग सच में.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
काजी ऐसे तो बिहेव करता है डैनियल कभी कभी. ट्रोल कहाँ हो रहा? हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. पीक यूट्यूब हेटर है ब्रो. तुम लोग मेरा हेटर. ऑलरेडी आई गॉट हेटर्स. हम पर ही नहीं क्या हुआ आप.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
फर्क नहीं पड़ता. अच्छा.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
अबे उसको फर्क पड़ेगा ना. तुम लाइक रैंडमली किसी को भी अननोन होके कुछ भी बोल देगा क्या? हमको बोलते हैं प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. हम लिटरली स्टोरी डाले थे यूट्यूब. एनीवेज
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
कंट्रोवर्सी हो गया कंट्रोवर्सी कोई भी घुस सकता है उसको थोड़ी मालूम 2 AM scam 12 AM scam leave you here on your own will you be all
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
एक पीट देंगे लॉगिन किया तो if you return to अबे हमको पढ़ने दे हम मिस कर रहे हैं तुम लोग का चैट के अबे नहीं करेगा बीच में पूरा क्वेस्ट स्टार्ट से करना ये वाला you might finally have the opportunity to
Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
क्या हुआ यहाँ पे भाई लगा बोला क्यों इसको अलग से क्या करना है এই সব বলতো কি হলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি এখানে ডিভাইড এন্ড কনকার একে কি করতে বললো डैनियल ठीक है चिल मार नहीं बोल रहे उसको क्या रो रहा है तब से एक छोटा सा चीज लेके सेंस कर लो ले लाइन डिस्ट्रप्शन दिए इन्वेस्टिगेट लाइक डेंसलिफ इन्वेस्टिगेट করবে এন্ড একে কি করতে বলবো একে সেপারেটলি ইনভেস্টিগেট করতে বলবো আচ্ছা what this footstep
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
I knew getting along the trap would be only way to meet with
You risked your safety and that of the Eye?
But Daniel পালিয়ে গেল নাকি
That's quite the gamble, Dainslief. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Luminar voice actor আছে এখানে এটারের voice actor কিছু করে
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
What this?
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack.
Fight scene cut mere.
We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
All to gameplay.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm?
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer...
Adventure!
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people."
The Plator algorithm chile, I guess. Loom of it,
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
अबे এটা I guess হ্যাঁ ওটাই বলছি like maybe ওই ছেলেটা like হিলিচল ছিল আগের স্টোরিটা.
Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late. The Abyss Order seems to be up to something new.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Memory gone.
Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. That's kind of the whole reason we're here.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it...
But how is... definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Ahmed. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the...
Someone's gone missing?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier, he's around 20 years old, and you said...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember...
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just... Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dean mentioned about disturbances with Leyline, I would say it's more likely this is related to memories and loss. I need to think carefully what's going on. Wow. Back to Sumero, guys. People called.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
What is...
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same term. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave? Who knows how long this leyline disturbance is gonna last? Good idea! That we pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Planting memories into minds of others must be a perfect process. There's no way new memories could totally blend in with old ones. There has to be some kind of scenes from...
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. All the memories seem to be... If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with... There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Maybe not.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the... If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take...
We thought Chief Ahmadiyya forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commit. Dainslief had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what it took!
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been
Basically,
talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same.
Yep, that has to be it! This is. Yeah, that's where the.
Yes. Very predictable.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
This.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
A missing person. हाँ से बुझला. But actual identity की एक ही क्लोथार अल्बरेज छिले actually. Possible. He finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? আমি ওর ছেলে রিজন বলছি যে বিকজ ড্রেসটা স্যুটটা কমপ্লিটলি ক্লোথার অ্যালবারেজের বন্ধু.
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
অ্যালবারেজই মনে হয়. ও হ্যাঁ সেটা হতে পারে.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation.
Another time, huh?
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Factoring in memories, the abyss, order, the loom of it, everything else, I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. Lothar, Caribert, Alvarez.
Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom, the founder of the Abyss Order, the man who broke the curse of it.
আমার লাগছে ক্যারিবেট হবে.
You're Caribert Alberic.
ছেলে বললাম অ্যালবারেজের ছেলে.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
What this language? Hey, what this language? Translate. এটা হিলিচালটা নাকি অরিজিনাল? হিলিচালটা। আবে ক্লোথারের ছেলে যে বেসিক্যালি এন্ডে ক্লিফ থেকে পড়ে যায়। এক সুমেরু উঠে যে এসেছিল। শেষ। Proof of existence. আবার রেজরেক্ট ও তো মরে না, ও তো লুম অফ ফেট হয়ে গেছিল, ওই তো উড়েছে। সর্ট অফ রিবার্থ হয়েছিল, রাইট? অ্যাবেসের পাওয়ার নিয়ে। লুম অফ ফেট কোনটা হলো? আরে ক্লোথার অ্যালভারেজ ওই বড় লোকটা, ঠিক আছে, যে বেসিক্যালি পরে মরে যায় আর ওর বারেড বডি এরা খুঁজে পায়, মানে ঠিক আছে, যে বেসিক্যালি যার ছেলে ছিল হিলিচালটা, ও হিলিচালের জন্য ট্রিটমেন্ট খুঁজছিল, দেন হিলিচালটা ক্লিফ থেকে পড়ে যায়, রাইট? সর্ট অফ পড়ে যায় দেখায়, বাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি কী হয় দেখায় না, কাট থাকে মানে সিনটা। তো এই হলো ওইটা ক্যারিবারটা।
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
আরে লুম অফ ফেট বেসিক্যালি সর্ট অফ একটা রেফারেন্স যে তুই নিজের ফেটকে চেঞ্জ করতে পারবি, নিজের ফেট নিজে তুই ক্রিয়েট করবি, যেটা পসিবল না টেকনিক্যালি। এ বেসিক্যালি সর্ট অফ খান্ড্রিয়ার ফেটকে চেঞ্জ করবে, বাট হাউ নো ওয়ান নোস। I am suppose you could call it realm of my consciousness. I am someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know. That a real world exist করে না, কারণ পড়ে গেছে, রাইট? ওখানে এসব কোথায় এলো? তবে নর্মাল লুম অফ ফেট এর মিনিং ওটা, লুম অফ ফেট, ফেটকে তুই ক্রিয়েট করছিস। ইয়েস নিগা বি ডেড, ইয়েস।
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribou as I can.
Extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing through your veins, and a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Caribou is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside the people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of her ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through half-finished loom of fate. That makes sense, but I am still lost to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all residents of Himalayas.
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Sheesh.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been, one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Kandria back then. You know, everyone is.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But
Even though you only appeared in the movies
I know.
well, now that I found its continuous Abbe, what? What this nonsense?
Captain Dainslief. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainslief. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainslief has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainslief could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Sheesh. Outplayed. Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory?
Before you two entered that false location.
Fuck.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Sheesh.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainslief failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had died. Now that Lumos is completed, what are you planning?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
Oh.
Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
Joel, major low drop देख ले Genshin का, तुम कभी नहीं देखा. सब hilichurl actually human है. I mean था.
To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story.
So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Carrygood's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was to offer to hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
What?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Sheesh. ठीक है भाई, ठीक है. Almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential.
What?
But there's still time.
What? Walter Loom of Fate বানিয়েছে কোনো প্ল্যান নেই কি জন্য ইউজ করবে? What the fuck? আপনি গেগিয়া কুটামি লিখছেন নাকি বে গেনশনের স্ক্রিপ্ট? ডেনকে মেরে দিয়েছে অ্যাডমিট করে না, ডেনকে ডিফিট করেছে. ডেনকে ডিফিট করে ওটা নিয়েছে.
Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
Okay. Paimon's heavenly principles confirmed. Confirmed for sure.
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
Yes.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
What? kid, क्या स्क्रिप्ट लिखी भाई गेंशन ने, भाई क्या डायलॉग लिखी.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Foodies.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
What?
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Sheesh.
Still so sleepy.
Kota ki
Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
কোনটা এন্ডে বললো যে এদের কোনো মেমরি মনে থাকবে না, why can't we continue our journey together? আচ্ছা, যখন লুমিন নিজের জার্নি শেষ করেছিল এই ওয়ার্ল্ডে, তখন ও কোনো একটা প্লেসে পৌঁছেছিল যেটার নাম হলো বেড অফ ফ্লাওয়ার্স। বা পুরো এরিয়াটা বেসিক্যালি ফ্লাওয়ার্সে কভার্ড ছিল। বেসিক্যালি জেনসনের ট্রেলারে দেখায় না, লুমিন আর এটা একটা পুরো ল্যান্ড এটাকে যেখানে ফ্লাওয়ার্স ভর্তি, আর ওখানে ও ফুল ব্লুমে পেল ওই একটা ফ্লাওয়ার যেটা ইটারের পছন্দ ছিল। বেসিক্যালি আই গেস বলতে চাইলো যে ওদের ফাইনাল যে গোল ডেস্টিনেশন ছিল, যেখানে ওরা সেটেল হওয়ার কথা ভাবতো, ওটা লুমিন এই ওয়ার্ল্ডে পেয়েছে মোস্ট প্রবাবলি।
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
কনফিউশন আছে, বাট স্টিল আগের বারের থেকে অনেক কম কনফিউশন। লুমিনের সাইডটা অনেক এক্সপ্লেন করেছে। Little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said they saw sleeping in their village yesterday.
Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured.
আমি বলছিল Genshin says saw a new account best movie ever. Yes.
He didn't say anything though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Never changes that.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Curry Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait,
I guess our commission is complete and the mission related to personal assistant must but now that he's gone, I'm not sure if it's finished.
well, what happened after that?
I can't see the maybe I'm just tired before doing something else sometimes.
Ah, there you are.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't it? It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened.
Sure. हमें brief है बोलिस लुमिन and Pepper अच्छा.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's do. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now.
This question.
Take it easy.
Hey Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party. So honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So... Okay, I'll admit. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying good... You don't need to... It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
He will come back and see me.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head...
Well, that should be it, right? Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened to...
Right, what happened? I can't remember.
A picture? When?
You must get along with each other, two of you. Sheesh. Till now, best Arcan quest, I guess. YouTube will load videos and reaction videos. Follow quest.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some? Nice stream. Goodbye.